So yesterday I took my very last contortion class of the season, of my last season. So it was like properly the last class and I did cry. Yeah, it's just always hard saying goodbye to things that you love so much and that have been such just like a positive experience. Like just knowing that it's never going to be the same as it was, you know, it's hard. But yeah, I don't know, I just felt called to just like update you guys. I've literally been wanting to just like set up the camera and talk all week. I guess I kind of just wanted to talk about like, you know, going through a transition in your life and just growing up and getting older and having to say goodbye to things and yeah, just like move on and grow and evolve and time has just flown by so fast. I started contortion back in October of 2018 and now it is, you know, almost July of 2022 and that is just crazy because while I feel like time has, you know, passed at like a decent speed, it has been 5 years, but at the same time, now that I'm like at the end of it all, I feel like I blinked and suddenly I'm here and this chapter of my life is closing, which is terrifying. It's not terrifying. I've kept using that word lately, but it's not terrifying. It's just uncomfortable. And yeah, so much of where I'm at right now is just trying to remind myself, like, sometimes we have to say goodbye to things when we've outgrown them. And at this point in time, I have outgrown the seasonal classes that I've been taking for the last 5 years. And I have to let go of that in order to welcome in new opportunities and new experiences into my life. And I've actually been seeing every single time I go on my phone, I swear, like whether it's Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok, YouTube, I see messages like that everywhere. It's weird, but it's true. Like sometimes certain routines, certain environments just no longer fit us and we have to let them go and evolve from there. And it doesn't mean that you're never going to go back to those things. Like obviously in my case, I'm not saying goodbye to contortion for forever. I'm just not going to be training in the same way that I was. And instead I'm going to be doing it by myself. And that can also be a very positive experience and I'm looking forward to that in some ways. I'll definitely be able to document it more and yeah, just it's still gonna be fun. It's just gonna be different. So right now I'm kind of at the point where I just have to trust that while this door is closing, another door is about to open and I'm just trying to like cross my fingers and hope for the best. I honestly think like when I graduated high school, it didn't feel like this big deal. It just felt like immense relief that I was never gonna have to take a test again. I wasn't gonna have to be studying. And honestly, school was just not a very happy time for me. So I was just so happy to be done with it. But I know for a lot of people, like that's exciting and it's like a milestone that means you are, you know, entering into your new adult life. But for me, it just like wasn't that. It was like very low key and I was just like, great, this is done. But I feel like my graduation is almost right now because, you know, classes coming to an end, like my contortion classes coming to an end, that to me is more significant. So that's, I think, yeah, I don't know what I'm saying right now. This is what I mean by like I'm really struggling to piece together words because there's so much in my mind that I just can't like put the puzzle pieces together. But yeah, to me this kind of signifies like the start of my real adult life because I'm no longer in like, you know, technically it is like a kids class. I've kind of just realized that my fear for getting older has just kind of grown to be a little bit more intense ever since I turned 19. I swear I've just like had this pit in my stomach every time I think about, you know, no longer being a teenager and instead of, you know, being 19, I'm gonna be 20 and then I'm never gonna be a teenager again. Suddenly I'm nauseous. But it's just scary because I feel like there's so many ideas and expectations every time you add another year onto your life. Suddenly it's like, you know, you should be doing this and doing that and be at this point in your life. But if you're not, then you're like, what's going on? what am I doing wrong? And I'm trying to remind myself that like everyone has their own timeline and everyone's timeline is going to be different from one another. Yeah, I'm just gonna choose to believe that every single year gets better than the last, and it's only up from here. It's only gonna get better. So yeah, I will be sticking with that mindset. Anyway, I kind of just wanted to share that to reassure any of you that are also going through a transition phase in your life. I feel like, you know, everyone goes through so many of them in their lives. This video is also more or less just for me to look back on, because I want to just get in the habit of sharing not just what I'm doing in any given moment, but like how I'm actually feeling and what I'm thinking about in those moments. And right now, this is what's on my mind going through this time of my life. I am very excited for the summer though. I have so many things that I'm looking forward to getting into, like acting, which is something I've mentioned a couple months ago in one of my videos. But yeah, as soon as I get my hair done in like 2 weeks, I think, I'm going to be taking new digitals, sending in my application. I'm so excited just to have another creative outlet that isn't directly just online. I feel like that's something I've also learned lately. When you have a job that is centered around documenting your life, it's kind of hard to like feel motivated to create and document when you don't have much going on in your life. I'm just really excited to also have a place where I can meet new people and connect with others and yeah, work on something that's bigger than what I've already been doing. It's gonna be a new experience and I'm just looking forward to it. It's also funny because my mom is a drama teacher and my whole like elementary school, middle school experience was people assuming I was gonna, you know, be a drama major and get into acting because that's what my mom did. And I was always just like, no, I'm a dancer, I'm an artist. I was always just like so adamant that I was gonna be a dancer. I wanted to go to ballet school and do that professionally. That was like my dream. And here we are. Suddenly I want to get into acting. If only I knew and I could have taken like actual drama classes in school when I didn't have to pay for them. Anyway, everything happens for a reason. But yeah, in other news, I've decided I'm going to be continuing the kind of vlog trend that I've had on my channel lately. I'm just really enjoying filming vlogs, but I've decided to kind of restart my whole Project Finding Alignment series. It's not really gonna be like episode 1, episode 2, like it's not really gonna be like that. It's just gonna be kind of the overarching theme of my vlogs is just me, you know, doing anything I can to progress towards my goals and sharing that journey, sharing what I'm doing and, you know, just how I'm going about that, how I'm going about that process. Because before I kind of was thinking like this will be me giving advice, but I'm realizing that that's not really what I need to be doing right now because I don't have my life figured out completely. I may have a very clear vision of what I want and I know kind of the direction I'm headed, but to say I have everything figured out would be a complete lie. So yeah, I really just want to focus on like sharing the journey, not just like the high points. But yeah, in many ways, things are just gonna be continuing just as they are. I know full well that I have a habit of kind of making things a little bit bigger than they actually are, but that's just how I am. It is what it is. My next project over the next couple days is going to be piecing together my home training split. I also need to create a whole like document of just every single contortion skill and every single combo that I've been doing and kind of was working towards in classes because I don't want to forget anything. And yeah, I'm probably bound to forget things, but I just want to like set myself up for success, write everything down, make a cute little PDF and go from there. Anyway, I don't really know how long this video is gonna be, but I hope that even if it was short, I hope this provided you with a little entertainment. This was more just to like touch bases with you and let you guys know what is going on in my life. So on that note, make sure to subscribe, join the community. I always feel so weird saying that. Anyway, here's my Instagram and TikTok if you want to see more content from me. And until next time, I will talk to you when I talk to you. Bye.
Gravity is pulling